Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you do that.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you do that.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see, yes, the people never happy. It's never enough.
I cannot believe you do that.
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
Jog off!
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Advance is lying to you.
Friends and neighbours.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream.
Will keep you safe.
My name is Override. Today is a different stream, very interesting stream.
Never happy. It's never enough.
It's the kind of stream that I don't normally do.
I cannot believe
I'm today going to be playing a game called Not for Broadcast, and it is
Are you saying that Advance have cured death?
trippy.
Jog off!
Trippy is one way to describe it.
we're still vassals,
let me just
slaves, we're
turn
just
this
in
down a
prettier
bit.
cages.
Oh my goodness. We're only getting
Where's
started.
my phone? Phone.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
This is a very trippy game because it's essentially and functionally based on what's it called? That one movie. Oh, what is it? Oh my god, YouTube, can you stop being a bitch? Thank you. It's based on the one movie V for Vendetta. I guess you could say is the closest,
will keep you safe.
anecdote. So, it's based on the whole idea of
The people never happy.
large fear,
Never enough.
eventually leading to a point in the UK's history where a single government promising to solve all the problems
Are you saying that
comes in
that's
and
broad death?
does so.
Jog off.
So it's a very interesting premise, and I've had this game for a long time. I had the game when only Chapter 1 was available, and that was then. So I'm going to do a new game. And they've also got challenges here. We've got challenges. They have, where are you? Archive. There are brushes. So like headlines, for example.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. It's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts...
So, it is based... So, you play the role of a news censor. So your job is, you're in the bio booth, which is the booth behind the news. Right. 5.
What a wild ride.
You play the role of a news censor.
Well, that's
And
very blunt.
story mode. You just have to do your job. So, I'm gonna play. I mean, you can watch.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Former Prime Minister Jacob Hamilton Mann called the election after a sex scandal led to calls for his resignation. Ooh! So, day 1, the election.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through.
All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These thugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast.
For
Quickly,
54.
mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines
All right.
on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Take on 4 old ladies from East Green. That followed at 8 p.m.
Let's grab a holiday gem for those on a tight budget. Okay. Crazy Neil's pre-Christmas crazy comfy chair sale. My Salad Weekly. Exercise with hand sleeves. Yeah, let's do that one.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
Pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. It's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
Yeah, you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. First broadcast of the stream.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next thing is going to be to throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic...
Right, button 2 in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate. Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Here we go. Here we go.
Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary...
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now, the clock at the top is counting you down to the end. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
All right.
To hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And
3, 2, 1.
Advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the
Okay.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
Okay. So far, so good.
Your burgeoning friendship.
Wicked. We made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
Okay, here we go.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
Is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolfe, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right, go to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap, he really is.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
Several movies, all terribly
Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
What a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others.
I'm trying to concentrate. I got to make sure everything's good. And the content's quite funny.
Just over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, doesn't it? Giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about.
Been on that shot a bit long.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well.
Okay.
Historic election result, indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
Nolan, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
God damn, that's a violent
Lovely,
movie.
mate.
For you, baby.
Next we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse boss, and this time, push upwards. Upwards, mate, upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, she said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
the virus. The sterility. This formula. This is the key.
Stop it all.
Bloody perfect, mate.
Very fun game, this. Very interesting.
We have to
Very interesting premise as well.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
10 seconds.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with
Okay.
blocking out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a
Yeah.
naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button, or the spacebar on your keyboard, for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm, and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you've got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
And now I'm bringing my
Yeah.
message directly to you.
Alan James.
Nationwide tour, Alan James is right.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Oh, here we go.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I
Get ready to
start?
bleep.
Go for it, Pat.
Shall I start? Okay. Well, thank you all for coming. And, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shit.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a Granny's fanny. Coarser than a
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that advance are not
So far, so good.
a party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not in action. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. you're gonna pay it back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a
So what they've done is they've cancelled the visas of everyone that is rich.
to raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions, but you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been, in the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again, just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the
Whoa!
advance. And our apologies for the...
Hey, Vaki!
Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for
Hey, I did it!
Gotta go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Old boring politics then.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now?
You should be so lucky.
Okay.
See you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
Nope, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
So. Very interesting. Gotta do.
This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each
Okay.
sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You got a graph there showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch.
Okay.
Of course, you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once.
Okay.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks of the
What is this?
shows you the finance.
This is a game called Not for Broadcast. It is a I guess you could say it's an apocalyptic kind of game.
This is the last page and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
You play as a news censor, so your job is to...
This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz.
So it's a game about... Now that I can say. You are the guy in the news booth, and your job is to, broadcast the news. However, the story of the game starts with an election in the United Kingdom. So it's set in the UK. An election where a very totalitarian and very authoritarian government has just taken over. They've won the election. And they are doing stuff like changing the tax system so every rich person loses their money and all the money goes to the poor. And they're They're trying to solve death. There's a lot of story in this. I've only been able to play until chapter 1 because the game wasn't finished when I was playing it. But it's finally been released fully, so now I'm playing as much as I can. I'll be right back. I just need to go 12 real quick. I'm going to play part of the broadcast. That way you can... Because during the broadcast when you're playing, you don't really hear what's going on. So it's kind of fun to go back to these things and listen to what they're doing. So let's go to... Yeah. I'll be right back.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide victory, with an astonishing 81%.
And I am back. What is up, gamers?
It's the biggest election win in living memory.
So, let's go back.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes route. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go, and when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Okay, let's listen to the Bunderklatch interview. Was interesting because the guy was a turd. So
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh, no. I think they think he won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one BC interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much for...
10 seconds, everybody.
Alright, so then the interview happened.
Politics. Where... Get the car, we're out of here.
Mr. Blunt.
Okay, wait. Okay, here.
And we're out.
Rob, get the car, we're out of here.
Mr. Blundercatch.
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation? I don't understand it. Running.
Mr. Blundercatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
You don't know the half of it. Rob! I'll be at the Dorset. Send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham. It's in my contract.
I'm sorry. I just had to. I had to. Oh, go on then. Say it.
What?
I told you so.
Your hair looked nice.
See, this is why you're single.
Okay. Now, it's not all just about being in the booth. Sometimes there are story stuff that you need to make outside. Okay. You arrive home to find posts on the mat, most being nothing more than usual junk. However, one letter catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you and you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all its citizens. The first page is already filled out. So, your name, Alex Winston, your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles, 14, and Susie, 19. Well, you muse, at least I got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. Upon starting a new job, you would... What would you do? Be friendly, introduce yourself. Be productive and get to work immediately. Ease yourself in and orient yourself with your new workplace. Reminisce with friends about old jobs. Well, be friendly and introduce. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. I'm going to report the violation immediately. An entire department was fired today for constant underperformance. Your boss has put in new targets that are significantly higher than the previous one. You would leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline, leave work early and head to the pub and chat about changes with colleagues, leave work early and head home and see your family, stay late to ensure you hit the deadlines. That's what I actually do in real life. Question 4. The annual company barbecue and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with your family and friends. I watched your hair that day. Go if you're free but wouldn't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your co-workers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. I'm gonna go enjoying a nice day out. You've had a long successful career and now you're about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements and all the good memories you have of working there. Give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and challenges. I do the achievements and good memories. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models. Attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. Encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Play in your local sports team. So if I was a dad, I'd do the encourage your children and support them with their hobbies. What is the point of this? So this part is, it changes how the game plays. Ideal getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain on the daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges, structured day out at a theme park, bursting with the thrills and attractions of your family, get away with you and your partner. That one. Day at the theme park for the kids. It is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, or equal. See, this is a different one. I believe the government should keep everyone safe, free, happy, and equal. However, because I know I have a little bit of inside information on the game, equal is the correct answer. Sign your name. Okay. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up your favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock on the window brings you to reality. Clutching a green suitcase is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let him in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. I'm sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. No problem, what's going on? You must have seen the crazy advanced stuff. The Assets and Wealth Act, they're calling it. Taking people's money to fund the lazy. It's bullcrap. I've never seen Chris this agitated. I'm not saying that the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money, but they can afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. That's awful, but I'm not sure how you're always the well-off one in the family. I'm sorry, but taking from the rich to help the poor doesn't seem so bad. That one. Oh. That glitched. You're going to take everything. I've spent mine. I need a favor. I need to borrow your passport. Why do I get the feeling I'm not going to like this? They've taken mine and half the country's, but people always say you and I look familiar. So, please, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. No, I'm not going to give you my passport. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you, and where family does that not mean anything to you, it's against the law. I can't help you. I'm not gonna give you the passport. That's... Yeah, you don't give someone your passport, ever. Never, ever. The fallout. We're back in. Hi.
Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
So, do you have a passport IRL? No, I don't. I've never had to go out of the country, so I never bothered getting a passport. Remington's Fists must-have toy for your child this Christmas. Advanced Go-Getters should be played. Introducing Advanced Go-Getters Go-Getters Teen Team. I'll put that at second. Jeu de Cajon. An elegant new skin cream with a porky little twist. Alan James is coming soon to a medium-sized hall near you, and Crazy Neil's festive Yuletide ornaments. Yeah, why not? Do that one. And then that one this one had a warning on it. So I feel like this is a bad idea. So let's not do that. And then Jeu de Cajon is an elegant new skin cream with a porky little twist. I'm going to do the Alan James one because that's funny. He's a funny man. It reminds me of Alan Jones.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again. And the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them. And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
and we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Okay.
Gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
It's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future may hold with a leading economist and radical freethinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavourable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guests whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture.
Never mind. Oh, okay.
The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snuggleheart.
Okay.
Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid
Yeah.
Smorgasbord have today set off...
Smorgasbord? What?
The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together, like we always have."
Okay.
Playing the field, rumours abound that sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. And judging from the angle and velocity of his play, it looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And Griever's bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police and less oversight, are we using an advanced-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that and mega morph with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
1. Now. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Beautiful. Everything's fine. Everything's fine so far.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves.
What did you say? Is it bad that the third live action Is it bad the third live action video I've seen? No, it's not bad at all. I think it's pretty cool.
And this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't...
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services...
I botched that sentence. All good.
They're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
Oh, I did it! Hell yeah!
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
You should be scared.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
I don't want to upset you, but you should be scared.
Absolutely fucking fine, I tell you. How's it going, actually? Fuck it, I don't care. I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later. Bye.
That's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
That sticks.
5, 4.
All right, here we go. Back into the news.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problems. We need more support from ministers. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level, Jeremy.
I'm leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
It never is it? Just hang on. Just hang. Oh, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No.
No.
The affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need. We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime.
So that was a very interesting interruption right there.
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for
Shit.
the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cough.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly.
What?
It's all in the...
Okay, give me a second. I need to run a overlay. Give me a quick moment, please.
Warning, the following stream contains things not suitable for the following audiences. Autistic Doge, innocent novas, anyone under the age of 18, pregnant women, pregnant men, the transgender community, anyone who is easily triggered, anyone with salt allergies, the elderly, the middle-aged, people allergic to humor, and the letter L. Please consult your doctor if you are a pregnant man, pregnant woman, allergic to salt, elderly, middle-aged, allergic to humor, or named Autistic Doge. Please consult your parents if you are anything else. You have been...
So, didn't know he was going to drop the bad, but continue.
Bible, look, Leviticus clearly states that...
Oh, God!
Bloody gimps escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Oh my God.
It's really not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this is
Oh.
naughty boy. Mummy said get
Clive,
Oh.
you're not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gimp space. No, you're naughty. You beast, Clive.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story.
Oh.
We don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of the pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
What?
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's non-morality force. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault,
Oh, God.
and menacing a swamp. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony. Many happy
Cheers,
returns,
Jez.
Tony.
Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you this.
Titwank Tony, apparently.
Prison helped to
Hey Arnold, welcome to the stream.
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on.
This is getting out of hand.
You're able to find a new job.
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Oh God, a stripper.
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know.
Why is there a stripper?
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Freebolic has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas, I'm on the news.
Oh my God.
You had a bad time.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, lad. Believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I think we were literally away for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there, a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, about to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order.
Yes! Serious and complex issues. Devices, divorces, gimps, and strippers.
After these messages.
Oh my god!
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Mistress, you're recording family is headed in food.
Looks right, I've got this.
I'm sure he's on his way.
Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody. We're going to open on Megan, camera 2. Going in
Thank
5,
you.
4.
Opening on camera 2.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
His last name is Algebra.
Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids.
Good luck playing the game, mate. Thank you very much.
Powerful thing.
Thank you very much. I'm enjoying it. It's a very fun game.
They touch us right back.
But
I suppose with a
it's very weird.
Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra?
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes. We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, because she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your team.
Okay.
Run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it.
Cool.
Get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin.
How did you react?
Then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know...
Shit, right.
Wow.
Come on,
well,
3
I
and
think
2.
we will guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But
oh my God.
We used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we ballywell are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary. Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist! Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning.
I'm cringing.
Will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? My arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right. Who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with 2 gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my 2 new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't find
Okay.
any of you.
I'm
and I don't
cringing in
have friends
pain.
of my own.
Would you recommend buying the game? If you like story-heavy games, yes. This game has a very heavy story in it. A lot of it is, like, a lot of it is based on story. So if you like story-heavy games, I would highly recommend it. It's also got a very interesting niche because you're playing as a newscaster, or a news censor. So it's kind of like a resource management on a very linear story that you can twist around how you like. So if you like those kinds of games, I very much recommend it. I love this game, but a lot of it is it's the content is funny as hell.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk.
You have to do all of this in time now.
He had to wait. Where's my dinner, woman?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
It is very wrong. Never hit a woman.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 Life's pretty
This is a
hard
bot.
on a council estate. It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
Yay! That was fun.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the
Thankfully.
Nightly News.
That was
Join us
cringe.
tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Okay!
Was brilliant.
That was cringy.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe
I'm curious as the ad.
Some crazy ass Christmas ornaments. We want to give you a spectacular Christmas cactus. You know what it's like? You've run out of things to dress up and you want your house to look like a Christmas bomb has hit it. Then we've got the ornaments for you.
I want to watch the ad.
Like vases or vases or another cactus to go with your first cactus or a crazy Christmas frog or a toad, woodpeckers, a cool pineapple, a duck. Christmas elephant. We've got all the seasonal animals.
Christmas elephant.
Crazy deals. This is a clear out of the storage locker that second Mrs. Neal abandoned, like she abandoned her children. It's
What?
a rainbow of crazy fun.
What did she abandon?
Grab yourself a crazy deal with Neal Appeal.
What? What the hell was that ad? You've received a generous bonus. Current wealth, broke ass poor. No? Worrying debt. What the hell was that? Alright. You wanted it, you got it. Fast forward and rewind controls are now available in the archive. Thank you. That was cringe! What's the company's phone number from the ad? Been living in a paradise ever since you advances on me. 1-800 Crazy Neil's Happy Place, where you can get cheap Christmas elephants. Been living in a paradise since you've made advances on me. Day 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A late night. Oh God. Nighttime. You arrive home after another long shift and find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognize Sam's hurried scrawl. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Sam's gone to pick Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wait up. Unline twice. So this is your fault now, is it? You softly press play on the cheap horror film you were going to watch together. He used to be absolutely terrified as a kid, but always makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Stan, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you've got to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you in the only way a child can, pleading but somehow defiant. You can go as long as he promises to be home by 11. You tell Charlie no. He knows he's not allowed this late. But you know what? Let him out. It's gone past midnight. There's no sign of Charlie or Sam. School night and he promised. So you go over there and march him home. What do you think? Do we trust Charlie and he'll be home soon? Or do we go and march him home? You want the elephant, do you? What do you think? Do we trust that the child's okay and we leave him out, or do we go over to the friend's house and march him home back where he belongs? Let's think. What are we thinking? No, what? We don't go and get him, or no, we don't leave him out. Like, he's at a friend's place, so he should be okay. But how do we know he didn't, get burgled on the way home? So I think, you know, if I was a dad, I know I would go and if I said, don't leave him out. Okay, that's what I would do. I let him out. I gave it an inch, and he took a mile. Okay. You recognize the cheesy, mischievous look, but you can't help but let him off this time. He notices the time when he sees you. Okay. So he was just playing along. Oh, and now we're at day 48. 48. Take Christmas. Can't help but crack a smile as you look around. The snow has settled in the grass, the kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You always had a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head table now, your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon, you can feel it. First time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. Big change for Sam, the two siblings used to be inseparable. Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The clatter of cutlery is all you can be heard as Chris stares at you pointedly. Are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? You make a toast, you stay silent. I'm gonna ask Grandma. Yes, thank you, Alex, it's lovely. It's been happening more and more lately. Ah. The clatter of cutlery can be heard. Okay. Make a toast. Merry Christmas, everyone! I'm glad we're all here. Chris doesn't move. Yeah, we're all here, no thanks to you. Chris, Sam sighs. Come on now, it's Christmas, we can't put behind it. Sam's right, let's try and enjoy ourselves. Your daughter, Susie, seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? You chuckle, this sounds familiar. I'm not gonna like it this time, am I, you joke? Planning on traveling this year, I was hoping you could help me with the money. I wouldn't hold your breath, Susie. No, not known for his generosity, are you, Alex? Smart your daughter. You know money's really tight, that grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money, Susie. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. I'm sorry, I wish we could afford it. Alright, what do you think? I'm currently worryingly in debt. Do we say, sorry, we can't afford it? Or do we say, alright, fine, let's make a way... We'll find a way to make it work. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Do we want the child to go on an adventure into the unknown? Or... not? That. What are we feeling? I mean, personally, if we were, like, tight in money, if I was tight in money, I would want my daughter to go out and experience the world, especially considering I'm a big history nut. So, I would try and scrounge up as much money as we can, but what do you guys think? Can't afford it? Can't afford it. Oh well. Sorry, daughter. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to, because I gave the son one. I need to prove a point to the brother-in-law. I think I might say yes to prove a point to the brother-in-law. I'm selling a kidney. Sorry, you were going to consult me on this, or are you going to just carry on pretending I don't exist? You feel your cheeks flush red and turn away so Chris can't see. You know you haven't been most attentive lately, but this is rebuke still seems harsh. But luckily for someone, I agree. This is a great opportunity, and I'm sure we can find the money somewhere. Charlie excuses himself awkwardly as you start to clear the parts in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes. Merry effing Christmas. I think I'll give her that one, but... So, I gave the son, like, his... you know, he's out, he went and played around, and I gave the daughter their thing, so... That's it. Okay, you're leafing through the mail pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill plus pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. The teal advance logo on the envelope. You tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm their receipt and validation for the new Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Hopefully this will make the last month of arguments worth it. So, we get money from the government. As such, it's our pleasure to ensure a closed check which will help you see as a symbol not only for our gratitude but our unwavering commitment to creating a society free of inequality. throbbing of your fresh, speed-induced paper cut is the only reason you can believe it. A check. A sizable check. We'll continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and its people. To get 4 weeks together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. The weight of your financial burdens lessened slightly. It's a bliss. Very good! See, we got our money back. We got our money back, gamers! This is a long weekend away. I know this one. Things are looking up. Okay, now I can afford it. Okay, it's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages. Finally getting some time alone together, you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, a bit of romance, and some peace and quiet. Zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase downstairs. The answering machine has a call on it. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. Calling to inform you're required to work this weekend. Some information concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Expect your attendance tomorrow at 8 AM sharp. Have a pleasant evening. What are you going to tell Sam? I'm going to tell Sam I'm going to go on the thing. Kissy, you grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into it. Ignore the message, we need the weekend. Message deleted. Nothing important. Might as well enjoy your time off. You're not going to pay for it on Monday. That's fine. An unwelcome return. I'm very disappointed, Winston. Was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. Shut the hell up. It was worth it. You go out with the wife. Shut up. Permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve an active member of the team? The Advanced Go-Getters today. That doesn't sound like youth club he told you about. Sign the permission slip for your son to join the Advanced Go-Getters. Refuse to sign the form for your son. Yeah, I mean, clubs after school, plus it's the Advanced Go-Getters. Sure, that seems like fun. Son is thrilled. This can only be a good thing. Yeah. A profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find your post sorted into piles. Sam is taking to doing it recently. Usual rubbish, and then there's the advanced logo with urgent respond immediately. Has taken another step forward to fight in our fight for equality. The nationalizing the largest private corporations and distributing their resources among the citizens of this great country. The Partnership Bonds program ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. This sounds so okay. This is starting to sound a bit like communism. What's essentially happening is we have taken the so the government has taken control of all corporations and all the wealthy, taken their wealth and is redistributing it for to the people. However, the people are still going to their jobs with their typical wages. So it's like a weird form of communism, I think. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. All returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. EOB Incorporated. Whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or culture, we see the beauty in all our customers. Neil's Deals Limited. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Corp. Our business is your pleasure, from sport to travel or even just some you time. You can't say pleasure without leisure. Okay, guys, what do you think? What are we looking at? What are we looking at? I feel, so I control the news, right? I control the news. I am the news! That means I can use my position to essentially make advertisements on the TV about these things. I've so far done advertisements for Neil's Deals Limited. So that stock price is probably going to go up. So it might be good for doing that. But Eye of the Beholder does cosmetics and Pleasure Corp does pleasure. So sports, travel, me time, it's Pleasure Corp. So What is your guys' opinion? I feel like you're gonna say Neil. Pleasure Corp. Pleasure Corp, okay. Pleasure Corp it is. So, essentially, what happens is, if I play an advertisement on TV for that company, the stock of the price will go up. Neil's Deals is the one that had the elephant, by the way. So, are you guys sure? You sure that we want Pleasure Corp? Pleasure Corp? Pleasure Corp? Absolutely sure about Pleasure Corp. Because I'll do it. I'll do Pleasure Corp. Having a look at the chat, see if anyone changes. Pleasure Corp. Okay, Pleasure Corp it is then. Ooh, Pleasure Corp! Advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. Okay, Pleasure Corp it is. Deals instead. Oh my god. You step out of your old car in silence. Sam slams the door and wins, hoping you won't come off the hinges. You don't say anything, now's not the time. You approach the front desk, you feel physically sick. The police officer asks you to wait. Your daughter is brought out by the officer with a kind face. She's a good kid, but we have to pick her up graffiti again. We'll have to charge her. You not apologize. Keep her away from that boy, I think she'll be fine. Okay, done. Give up questions about who the boy might be. Hours later, you stare at the ceiling worrying. Stillness in the bedroom is your only sign that Sam is also wide awake. Maybe they're going to get sleep tonight. $153. Okie dokie, gamers. We're going back into, Oh well. So, all I have to do now is just play advertisements for Pleasure Corp and we're done. However, I'm also going to play advertisements for Neil's Deals because he's funny. Day 153, The Tempest.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My god, that weather looks nasty.
That one.
Oh, how's it going with Steve? Why are all men such pricks?
That one, eh?
And Crazy Neil. Okay.
No.
Ready to go, gamers?
This imaginary friend in the sky over you.
I don't know why I talk to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
Critics have been quick to dismiss the graffiti as a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
An act of frustration by a tiny, disorganized group of those who will never, under any circumstances, be content.
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for
Okay.
more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg-Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high
Okay.
for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
While both options are still on the table, support seems to be growing for a daring escape attempt.
Escape
If
attempt seems
experts
optional.
Can't fix the most
Optimal,
advanced
sorry.
craft ever conceived by man, then who can?
Bloodbath avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and
Thank you.
subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal...
Only 7 children were horribly marred and lethally injured.
Julia Salisbury, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be earned by all new products, would be a 100% ironclad guarantee of safety and quality.
Fallen angel? Notorious addict Johnny Handsleeve seems to
Okay.
have reached a new low in his battle with booze, as this recent picture reveals.
Johnny's star certainly lacks its former glow these days, with public
Let's put him into
concern
rehab.
and physical health growing at an alarming rate.
Let's hope that the team at the Gentle Touches Rehabilitation Centre can help Johnny get back to
Let's.
his
I
former
mean, we
life.
ruined his career last
Johnny's
time.
family have asked for privacy during this difficult time.
Better than being injured.
Have
Yes,
a
very true.
clinic around the clock, so you don't miss a thing.
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Rimington's Fist CEO Sophia Rimington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
What is it?
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was
Okay,
revealed earlier. Though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution. Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception. But others have expressed
I don't know, I just...
and side effects.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up
Did
later.
it?
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's
National Nightly News.
Shit. Shit. I've got to do the transition.
But first tonight, while advances
I did it!
are certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth
Yeah.
and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
Simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spadding.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with ribbons, Robin.
Oh, he has a posh list.
Big house? This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one staircase.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. What room, Robin?
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fuss's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right wordy question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth.
Okay.
I'm the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him.
Oh, what?
Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran up into the...
What?
Oh, good times.
Oh, that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what can you do?
We
Oi.
will rise and rebel. We wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts in an undressed bare chest protest.
Oh, what?
Oh my god. Oh.
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Right, you buggers! Tilly-ho!
What? The...
Get the dog!
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked off too.
Well, at least you are showing...
What the hell is going on?
Somerset Bentley, glad to
it's you. See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you...
Why has he got a gun?
We just want to be fudding well heard, that's all.
Oh, language, Penelope. We are nude, not rude.
Sorry, Daddy.
We
What?
want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We
What?
will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will.
What? What?
Are you okay?
Oh my god, he shot him in the nuts!
Well, Jeremy, Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one in the top legs, it's back here in the studio. I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Oh!
Fair, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Oh, hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm busting.
What the hell was that?
She's funny.
Yes, I know.
Chat. You mess with the news again. What is happening? Yes, I know, right? Viagra. No, so male contraceptive. Thanks for the transition. Oh, shit.
Reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their
Yeah. Hey,
flags
PC.
about. Make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news.
No one wants to see Fanny on the news. Is that British Fanny or an American Fanny? What Fanny are we on about?
The new formula actively removes harsh chemicals from your skin. The high salt content actually pulls the dihydrogen monoxide right from your pores.
Wait. The high salt content actually pulls the dihydrogen monoxide from your pores. Dihydrogen monoxide is the scientific name for water.
Brittle skin you've come to expect.
Well, that's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line. That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's nothing wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
Want to see us try? It's good for the ratings.
5, 4.
Alright, here we go. Back to the news. Here we go.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own
Okay.
Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You joined me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested
Alright, here we go.
so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Orangi hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending, it's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the Fingernail Harris.
Okay.
Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part.
The slapping ceremony. This is apparently a new sport.
And Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin.
Trivia round.
Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show.
Okay.
On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris.
Very good, very good. I know what this sport is. I am an expert.
She's gone to sort of throwing under her legs. Not bad if you ask me.
Not bad, not bad.
To Harris. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Move back.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there for Tommy Harris in round 1. We can only hope that round 2 treats him a bit better.
Not bad, not bad. Good round 1, good round 1.
The ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely makes sense, gamers.
Striker giving it large.
Second round, Striker giving it large. Harris.
Wins a round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streaker on the pitch.
Streakers!
She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible.
Nudity!
But it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow.
There's nudity on TV!
And, women's bodies, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harry's absolutely determined to close that massive gap.
Lots of nudity!
Eddie Striker.
I've done this part before, and the transitions are difficult. Right, here we go, gamers. It's gonna happen.
Harris. And with that offensive thumb screw, we haven't seen out of the heat. What a brilliant move.
Good move. Beautiful move. Well done.
Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound. Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris.
Not good.
And after all, it is a game of 2 halves. 4 rounds and 7 subgenres. But now,
not good at all.
Sponsored by Billington's Fish.
On my whistle.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on the to see.
That's arse.
Quite the dance interlude there.
There is arse on the TV. There is dangles on TV.
I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Oh, shit.
Boy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3...
Very good, very good.
On these 2 players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't. Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
Not bad.
Early Striker, here we go. Come on, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit
not good, not good.
After all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because of course if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket.
Very good. Makes sense.
Back to Striker. And Striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course perhaps... And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course we've seen that before. Look at her face.
Counted with the tiny bell.
What a mud.
Look at the ref. The ref is having a...
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now.
Harris to serve, okay.
Of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So,
very good, very good.
Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker.
Yeah, the ref is being harsh.
Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like...
Unity on TV!
I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, it's sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much I can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What is going on here? Yes, yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away.
Wonderful.
Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters.
Ah, there's nudity everywhere!
It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it?
Oh, very good. The mime round.
Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go anywhere at this point. Really high-level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport.
Very good.
Hold. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands.
Yeah, very good, very good. That's a good move.
And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she's spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on from Striker. But she's in it to win it. On it like a car bonnet. On it like a car.
Very good.
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is...
He's peeling the ball.
Not sure if he has any potassium or what's going on today with him. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end.
That's the end!
There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please.
Who's the winner?
The winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship. Is
Everyone won!
For everyone, including me as my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship.
Very good.
Celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals. Their 6th and 7th respectively. Their 6th and 7th respectively. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board.
What the hell's happening?
What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all that's left to say, Jeremy, is back to you.
Go up to my feeds.
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
Very cool.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone struck me.
What?
Fucking microphone just struck me. Where's that sound guy?
Sorry.
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Okay.
Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit dangerous. Now I know you're tough and you can take the odd shot for the sake of a perfect news broadcast.
Good luck. Are those the same people from... Yes, they are. So what's going on? The Screechers. When's the next match? 12 years from now, I think.
Well, several, actually.
We're going to need a whole new lining up there.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolf, your star seems to be in the ascendant. It's a great time to be alive.
Too bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan Wolf.
My, but that's a firm handshake you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here, with Mr. Clement on your left.
Right you are, pet.
Is your seat down?
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine.
Have you had a little accident?
She's a cow.
5, 4, 3.
Ah!
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Minister.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
Oh! These are evil. I'm going to use my mouse from now on.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we
Yes.
talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make.
Oh, that was close.
Are you secretive about it?
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'd be a vote, wouldn't it? Yeah, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less...
I'm getting electrocuted!
Expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera?
Oh,
there?
sorry, it's coming forward.
When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. My granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. When I went in to see him, we were all frail and pale. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He didn't even wait till
That was close!
That sounds...
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. I mean, he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to.
Why?
The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service...
Voice is
only
always
for people
important.
who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
Ah!
Just given me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it fried my asshole.
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter.
Yes, sorry, my apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
I'm gonna have a heart attack!
Sorry, I've got sacked again. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's full off.
Sorry, that the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... with a rusty twat.
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
What the...
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you so much for being here. Jeremy.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board final. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. If you can, have a peaceful night.
Ah!
Good job, everybody.
So they just...
Yes, thank you.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
Yeah, that was the best, your full wages. Very good. That's good. That went up. That's good. I don't know what this is. They like me, they hate me. That's okay. Or play the telethon, an entire bonus broadcast in the extras menu. Have a look at the chat. Okay. Thank you. I got electrocuted many times. And I died at the end. I think I'm dead. Alright, let's go on the next level. Oh, okay. The hell? Alright, this is called the lockdown.
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay?
I'm okay, I was electrocuted.
Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen.
I was electrocuted!
Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look left, Alex, out the window. See?
What the hell are those?
You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers. Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again.
The hell?
Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now. Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
We'll be going live to the National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on.
This has no credibility, Jenny.
On Channel 1 at 7 o'clock.
No
You first.
It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I expect you to know the difference. Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Okay.
So
Oh,
his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
He's at his own place.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
And she says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefuck? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Sorry, what?
This frightening new development means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe, like the young and fit, must take care to watch their backs. and keep their ears open for the soft steps of sinister feet.
Sinister what?
Going stir crazy. With no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country.
Three ways.
And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
With dating options limited, many house sharers, in particular students, are finding solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become
unwhattable?
Locked and loaded.
Snuggle-whatting?
Johnny Handsleeves seems to be taking his own unique approach to being locked in.
Since checking into rehab, not much has been heard from the former role model, but this latest photo leaked by another resident today...
Let's ruin his life again.
All might not be well at gentle touches.
No.
It seems that paranoia may have overtaken the residents of the infamous rehab clinic, which this morning declared itself an independent state, claiming it had more than enough sponges to last till next Christmas.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Svorsborgen-Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Svorsborgen-Horgensbrood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Svorsborgen-Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Greetings from Dante's Tate, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you. I don't know what a Mrs. Pluckless Pug is, but they sound like they're causing you guys real problems. We've been trapped down here for 8,961 days now, and all I can say is I sure am glad Mum and Dad chose not to get on that escape craft. Since they grew me and the rest of the family, we've been getting on famously, and sometimes Mum stops crying for upwards of 20 minutes. Also, it turns out, at a push, you can eat flards.
What?
You can handle the stomach cramps and the amnesia. Greetings from Dante's Taint, or as we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time
is
definitely underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
the thicker the goldfish.
There's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who managed to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
We have it from several sources that rich runaways have actually begun to spontaneously lose their teeth one by one. Is it some sort of cosmic justice, or has masked vigilante Dental Dennis been up to his old tricks again?
And Advance speaks out, with the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world. Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening, and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Good evening. There are a few things that scare me in life. Spiders, heights, clowns, buttons, obviously, traffic wardens, dying alone, and, of course, Battenberg cake. But you know what doesn't scare me? Mrs. Snugglehug. That's right. I'm not afraid of her, and neither should you be.
Okay.
Yes, she's smart.
Right.
In fact, that impossibly large 16-kilobyte chip in her head is probably smarter than all of us. And yes, she's fast and agile.
Yeah.
And she does appear to be learning. And armed. And moving in gangs that live in hives that they make themselves from toilet paper.
Okay.
And yes, we don't know how long it'll be until their batteries run out. It could be days, weeks, or even months. And no, she doesn't feel pain.
She doesn't feel pain
And
or remorse.
she'll never stop until she's avenged her husband's death by destroying the human race.
Why are you saying these things?
I'm not afraid of a cuddly toy at all.
She's freaking me out.
Proud citizen of this great nation, and most of us will get through this.
No, we're all gonna die! Teddy bears are killing us all!
Home and closing my doors and windows, blocking the chimney and praying to several deities. Because I'm not scared, but I'm not a fool either.
Where to Jesus?
Thank you.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were, say, a news programme.
We'll both be asking Sophia Remington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lywell.
Oh, I like her.
You don't like to do that.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
The bears are coming! Kill them all! What was that on the TV?
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky is the CEO of Remington's Fist, internationally respected business Bengali, Sophia Remington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
I've always seemed to attract dead scientists. I don't really know
Okay.
why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No,
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snuggle Hugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have sought to claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Remington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Rimming Toys, we are deeply
what?
sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love could have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Remington.
Professor Trelawney, is that you?
Vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little executioner just wiggle and wave his tiny leaf and dance.
What is wrong with you?
Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco factory, another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his spirit.
Preschool tobacco?
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today, to tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously around the world from midnight tonight.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she do it?
Well, please, don't keep us in suspense any longer.
Won't be my feature she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps.
Snuggle what now?
Security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehugs in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps
is they're powered by next generation Flardinium batteries.
Flardinium?
So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you. And then you're gone.
What?
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
I think I did.
I think it's more concerned. I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous?
Repackaged landmines.
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys.
They're
explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
What the hell?
Oh yes, Doctor, that was exactly what we
She seems very nice.
What was that?
Miss Remington.
I think she'd make an
This one probably made during the real lockdown. I think so. I think it's the lockdown update.
Skeptical asshole.
But what those things are? Those things are like Furbies, but demonic.
Listen, I'll call you back at the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
They're coming for me.
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming. Well, exactly. You said it, I've said it. He must know. He's not stupid. I just don't want it getting back to him that it came from us. Hey, no, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now. We're in this together.
What is she doing? What's going on?
It's gonna work. We'll get him. Make the cake. You're on the balloons. I've got no idea how old he is. 40? 17? Yeah, ready. Okay, coming back. In 5, 4, 3... Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Roof. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact...
Wait. At the beginning she said her name was Megan Wolf, and now she said her name's Megan Roof. And then at the end of the last segment she said, "We'll be back to you after these bandages."
The nation from some
Something's
friendly
wrong.
faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled indefinitely, and I've had to refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. People are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach house with beef.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is now available.
Alan James's...
Unbelievable.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect...
Wait a second. Did he make another book? Because there's Alan James is Right. And then he said Alan James's Reich. As in, World War II. So, is it a second book?
Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
I have. They're outside. They're trying to get my nankles.
1,000 people die every year from regular toys. That's a lot of people. And this is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit.
Well, then I must be wrong.
Alan, are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt media lies.
And Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation will all blow over, but it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers.
The conspiracy theorists disagreed with the people.
Vulnerable, and we need
to repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborns, or at a beloved family pet.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we will appease the great ancient.
What?
Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years,
What? Wait. The guy just said we need to murder our firstborn. We need to sacrifice our firstborns to the great ancient Cthulhu. And everyone just agreed. There's something very wrong with this day.
Invested heavily into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army. Amassing an army to kidnap
That's you. That's what you sound like.
But I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
Not lying. You are.
Oh, good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you.
What the hell?
Food for thought there from two of the territory's leading minds. Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
I'm sure was a reasonable debate which really contributed to the national conversation. Next, out on the streets, someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Brannan. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out here on my own.
Okay.
And can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. So my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised? Will he die, underappreciated by management, and frankly, if you ask me, very, very much underpaid?
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
Oh, that's actually a sponge. What I've done here is
make
a proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice, and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
He's very wrong here.
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you actually, Jeremy. There.
Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue.
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign. It says there.
Like Patrick Bannon.
Oh yeah, that is like that's strange.
Wonderful.
Sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon. Alright, fine. I'm not on Bannon Avenue. I'm at home. To be honest. Alright, fine. Well, I'm in my bathroom technically. I couldn't face it, to be honest, mate. It's it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
Can you hear that sound?
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh no.
Fuck, it does. Oh fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh bollocks.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
You're lying, aren't you? Oh shit, fucking listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, just to piss off, you little fucking snuggle fuck! I'm too talented to die! Oh, too talented. What the hell? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Oh god.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their
Okay.
way and finish you off.
Are we just okay that this guy's about to be murdered?
What do you see, Patrick?
What the hell?
Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back,
Dead?
we'll be happy to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this. You're damn right. Yeah, I had them delivered.
What?
To Bannon Avenue.
What? The window's open, the sun... What's going on with the sun? What? I'm gonna have a look at the chat real quick. Oh, thanks for stopping by! They sure look like Furby. Yeah, maybe they have a microchip the toys. Yeah, no, I think they're Satans. They're little tiny Satans.
No, I'm not.
Oh shit, okay. I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
I don't have to. No, you're being a child. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. No? No? Oh, 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight, we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win and who will National Nightly lose. So, how do we play? Well, joining me is a man who knows all about playing. It's FoolMeHardys. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah, I think I heard about that actually, yeah.
You're in
What?
bed, Tommy.
She's turned something off the plug, Alex.
Why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else, yours truly. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
Okay.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Ugh.
Thank you. This.
Is that?
What is that?
What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh!
I've signed it. So
It's a jock strap.
What a fantastic prize.
have we got anybody waiting to win this once in a lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning his man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy.
What the hell is wrong with me?
I love you. Both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Oh, Angie, I love you. In a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie. Always has been. I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we
What?
get this shambles on the way?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
Okay.
That is absolutely correct. Question 2. What? I said, what is my favorite color?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct, the color of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
What?
Unbelievable. That is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch.
Yeah, that was tough to watch.
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Artleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
The attitude.
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game, I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn, among
Who?
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studios, and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts, I am able to claim my 15% from my unemployment benefit.
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Scummery.
Standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually...
No fucking way!
What the fucking fuck?
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We've got time, we've got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
Oh, no.
No, it's not too bold. That's all right, don't worry.
Hey, I'd love to show my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas
Oh, God.
for younger children, haven't we?
People still let you near their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Absolutely dying to.
Right, so, what do kids love?
Timely child support payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers?
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments.
What?
It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Ooh, the bear,
Oh,
cute
yes,
bear.
yes, right. This one is much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear. Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad bear.
Why is he sad?
The other bears don't think that he'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Tragic figure, picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he? But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is fucking gripping.
That's right. He meets a wise, old octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
I think I love you, Jeff.
And what you need, Mr. Bear, says the octopus, probably doing an 8-armed gesture or something.
What you need to do to find happiness in this.
What the hell is going on?
You need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow, okay.
You really have taken yourself to new depths. And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit, fuck.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you all right, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals...
No, wait a second. His name's not Jeffrey Donington. His name's something Donaldson. Okay, something's very odd with this day.
learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
And Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
Oh, and we end... We end on a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging. Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, I might be able to... Hang on, can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
What?
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted. At all.
What the hell was
I
that?
apologise in advance for what we're all about to... endure.
You turn this shitting thing up.
Well, there's all sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm.
Dangly what?
Like wise old Mr. Octopus with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow. They're always in good moods. But that's 'cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house, ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports, now he's an alcoholic and
what the
divorce. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die. Lower your expectations. Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower your expectations. You'll never win an Oscar, so there's no congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet specifications, and no amount of visualizations will save you from your own deterioration. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's a tramp who thought he'd be a multi-millionaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
Door is bound to be a...
What the hell was that shit?
But now, let's see how it's really done.
Before we wrap up the news tonight, I just wanted to spend a moment talking to you directly. A final thought, if you will, just for you, Alex. You see...
Wait, what?
I know you think it's gotten complicated back at the old homestead, but, there's something you should know. You like to think you got the family rule. The feelings have cooled, and you're just ridiculed. You think you're even-handed, but there's nobody fooled. You clearly love your daughter more. You like to think you've got it under control. Well, if that was your goal, you better re-roll. Did you have a few too many at the watering hole? You clearly love your daughter more.
What the hell?
Sam are broken, 'cause you're too scared of the law. And Charlie's getting angry, locked behind his bedroom door.
What the hell is this meta bullshit?
With that holiday abroad. And I've gotta say, you clearly love your daughter more. One more time for a peaceful night. Yeah, you clearly love your daughter more. And that's news.
What the actual shit was that?
All we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow when Jeremy will be wrestling an alpaca and I'll be naked. I'm Megan Wolf. Have a treacle night. What? Oh, just give me that beer. I'm fucking famished.
What the actual hell was that?
What is that piss?
Do you think I'd be happy with that? You're out of your mind.
What the hell was that? What?
Wake up, Alex! Alex! Wake up! Wake up!
What the shit? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Was I sleeping the entire time? What the actual shit was that? I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm ending it there. Oh my god! What was that?
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf. And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the stream, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe for more epic game gameplays. Next stream will be Horizon Zero Dawn. Best way to support the channel is by subscribing and sharing the streams. The more subscribers I get, the more streams I can do. And if we can get to 500 subscribers by the middle of the year, I'll be doing a huge ass giveaway. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.
The people never happy. It never